Hello and welcome back. If you're new here, this channel is for one simple reason: to explain artificial intelligence in plain English, without the jargon, without the hype, and without making you feel like you missed some class everybody else took. Today we're starting at the very beginning with a question a lot of people are quietly asking but not always saying out loud: what is AI, and why should I, at my stage of life, care about it at all? Artificial intelligence is not new, it's not science fiction, and it's not something that showed up last year to make your life complicated. You've been using a form of it for years without calling it that. If you've ever had your bank flag a suspicious charge on your credit card, that's AI. If Netflix or Amazon suggested something you actually ended up liking, that's AI. If your phone finishes your sentence when you're texting your grandkids, that's AI too. So the first thing I want you to hear today is this: you are not behind. You've been living alongside this technology for a long time. What's changed recently is that AI got a new front door, one you can just talk to. That front door has a name you've probably heard: ChatGPT. There are others: Claude, Gemini, Copilot, but they all work on a similar idea. You type a question or even speak one out loud in plain everyday language, the same way you'd ask a knowledgeable friend, and it answers you back also in plain language. At its core, AI is a computer program that has been trained on an enormous amount of information: books, articles, websites, conversations, and it has learned to recognize patterns in that information. When you ask it something, it's not looking up a fact in a filing cabinet. It's predicting, based on everything it has learned, what a good, helpful answer looks like. Think of it less like a calculator and more like a very well-read assistant who has read almost everything, but who occasionally gets a little too confident and needs to be double-checked. We'll talk more about that trust issue in our next video. Now let's talk about why this actually matters for you, specifically, not for some 29-year-old in Silicon Valley. Maybe you're retired and you've got a few projects you've always wanted to tackle: writing your family history, planning a trip, organizing your finances. AI can help you outline that family memoir. It can help you build a packing list and a day-by-day itinerary for that trip to see the grandkids or finally visit the coast. It can explain a medical term your doctor used in plain language before your next appointment, though I'll always tell you to confirm anything medical with your actual doctor. Maybe you're still working, or you volunteer, or you help run a small business or a civic group. AI can draft a letter for you, help you write a speech, summarize a long document you don't have time to read cover to cover, or just help you think through a decision by asking you good questions. And maybe, honestly, you're a little worried about being left behind, that your kids and grandkids talk about this stuff and you nod along without really knowing what they mean. I want to say something plainly here. Curiosity is the only requirement to get started, not youth, not a computer science degree. Just curiosity and a willingness to try something and get it a little wrong the first time. Same as learning anything else worthwhile ever was. Let me also be honest about what AI is not. It is not a person. It doesn't actually understand you the way your spouse or your best friends do. It has no life experience of its own, no memory of raising kids, no callus on its hands from 40 years of work, none of the wisdom you've earned the hard way. It's a tool, a genuinely powerful one, but a tool. The judgment still belongs to you, always will. So here's what I'd like you to walk away with today. AI is simply a computer program trained to understand and generate language, and to help you with tasks by recognizing patterns in enormous amounts of information. It has already been part of your life for years in small ways, and now it's available to you directly through simple conversation for bigger things: writing, planning, learning, organizing. You don't need to master it overnight. You don't need to understand how it works under the hood any more than you need to understand your car's engine to drive it to church on Sunday. You just need to know it's there, know roughly what it's good for, and be willing to ask it a question. In our next video, we're going to tackle the question I know is on a lot of your minds: can I actually trust this thing? We'll talk about where AI gets things right, where it gets things wrong, and how to use good old-fashioned common sense to tell the difference.